Hey guys, Marmalade here at Black Rock Canyon Campground in, I'm just on the outskirts or the edge of Joshua Tree National Park, but I am making you a new easy to make camp recipe. And what is it called? Let me look at my cheat sheet. So for you vegans, I'm making a vegan recipe. I'm not a vegan, but I eat a lot of things that don't have meat in it, but vegan, lemon, garlic, one pot pasta. Hard to say, but I can't wait to make it. All the ingredients look really great. Let me show you what they are. Back row there, we have some mini panna pasta, spinach, some olive oil, green olives, ground or actually rock salt pepper, some green beans, mushrooms, garlic, lemon, of course some small tomatoes, and green onions, and then some Parmesan to throw on top. I added some and subtracted some, so as I make this, I'll kind of tell you what I threw in and what I took out, but this is obviously personal preference, but yeah, it's a one pot, easy to make in a camping situation. So, I mean, you can make it at home too, but I'm just going to show you here. So let's get this going. I'm going to prep all this first. Okay, it says the first thing you want to do is whatever pasta you put in there, put it about, I don't know, about an inch or two above the pasta. It's right about there. It also wants you to add a little bit of salt and olive oil to help the pasta not stick. And I think anybody that's ever cooked pasta knows that. I spilled some water. Yes, I did. Put a little bit in there. And then let's turn this on. All right, so get that going. We'll put a little bit of ground salt in there. All right, as you guys can see, I'm just starting to boil the pasta. We're gonna add some other things to it afterwards. But I've said this before in other recipe videos that one of the most important things you can bring when you're out in that wilderness, and it's a recipe, let's say you have never tried, you don't know if it's gonna come out good, is a beer. Because you know what? If the food gets messed up, you got a beer. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Per the recipe, when you're about a third or halfway done with the pasta, you're gonna want to put all the green beans. I trimmed the edges and kind of broke them up or cut them up. There you go. We'll stir that in nicely. And obviously that's going to slow down the boiling process, but that's okay. We want to cook these green beans. So these are really the only two things you put in before the pasta is done. So we'll probably turn this up a little bit. And put the lid back on. All right, guys. I added extra water, so I turned it up a little bit to get it boiling again. Getting close. Okay, so I strained this. All you have is pasta and green beans. Put that there. And you want to add all the ingredients. So the first thing you want to do, I have this on low. Let's put a little more olive oil. You can also add water, which I probably will do. Here's some olive oil. I've always just cooked by eyeing. I do measure, but just a little bit of water. I'll add some if I need it. So now what do we do next? All those ingredients that I diced and sliced up. All right, so check this out. I have the lemon. I added mushrooms, it wasn't on there. Some garlic. I added tomatoes, it wasn't on there. The green olives were. There weren't any onions, so I did some green onions. And I'm gonna put all this in there, so give me a second here. All right, so here we go. Got it all in there. As always, I've made too much, but that's how I always do, but I'll have some for tomorrow. Love the color presentation though, and all real healthy, except for maybe the cheese we'll put on the end. But let's cook this. I'm probably gonna have to add some water because it's not very wet in there. I just strained it also. last ingredients that I wanted to add, they had basil leaves, but it didn't make sense to me. And I love spinach, and I want to use it for my breakfast tomorrow, so I got spinach. It sautés down and softens up really nicely, just kind of shred it up. Normally I saute in a pan, but yeah, I didn't make sense. I know basil will be okay, but I thought this would be a lot better. All right, we're just heating up everything now. It's getting pretty close, I think. And as usual, I made 3 times as much. All right, so in the final steps of this, we will put a little bit of this. I made way too much, as I told you. But I am hungry, so I'm going to put a bunch in there. But there's no way in heck I can eat all this. Okay, so put that there. Everything seems to be warmed up pretty well. The last couple touches are, we're going to put a little Parmesan cheese on there. Obviously it's optional. I'm adding to the cheese. There you go. I'm going to put a little more because I love cheese. There's a lot here. Okay. And then lastly, just to add a little touch to it, and you can see it's almost dark, so it's good timing. But I'm going to add a little bit of pepper. Okay, I know it's hard to see there. And a little bit of salt. There's already some in there. We are all set. I'm going to give you the results of this and see how it tastes in just a second. All right, guys, it's a little after 5 in the winter in January, so it's almost dark. I know you guys can barely see me, but let's see if we like this now. For all you vegans out there, if you're not a vegan, you just add some chicken or whatever you want to it. Let's see how this is. Very good, you guys. Wow. So some of you are not into green onions, but you can replace it with anything. I really like it. It gives it like a spice to it. I like the Parmesan cheese I added at the end. I love the green beans. I added tomatoes and spinach. I kind of add spinach to everything, but I really love this. I really do. Wow, this is really good. I'm gonna eat this anyway, you guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Obviously, this is kind of dish like a lot of the ones I do that you can add or subtract anything. But man, I really like this. When camping, it was really easy. I just kind of prepped everything before I started cooking, and it worked out fine. So, yeah, let me know what you think. Don't forget to let me know if you have any other recipes or if you're vegan or nut allergy or certain kind of things. Maybe we could do a video for that or something you'd like to see. And don't forget to subscribe, like, hit that notification bell, actually in this corner, if you'd like to see every video that comes out in the future. But until next time, and really tomorrow, we'll see you down the road.